Hello, my name is Dr. Christopher Nagy. I'm the Superintendent of Schools for the Bergen County Institute of Technology and Bergen County Special Services School District. Today's Leadership Spark is focused on perspective and choice. When I think of perspective, I cannot help but think of the year 1435, when Renaissance artist Leon Battista Alberti and architect Filippo Brunelleschi were credited with the invention of linear perspective. Perspective is a representation of three-dimensional objects or spaces and two-dimensional artworks, much like that behind me. One that comes to mind is that of Emanuel Lutz's epic painting of Washington crossing the Delaware, one which is located in the West Wing of the White House in Washington, D.C. On that cold, icy Christmas night on December 25, 1776, George Washington led the Continental Army soldiers across the Delaware River to attack Britain's Hessian Army at Trenton, New Jersey. His successful Hessian Army advance proved to be a turning point for Britain's former colonies as they struggled for freedom. It is two-dimensional of the three-dimensional objects that I refer to about leadership. Leaders have the ability to put all in perspective and to look through the noise, see things for what they are and could be, and do not focus on the shadows of figures, but on the figures themselves. Jim Collins and Morton Hansen, in their book Great by Choice, very astutely highlighted what distinguishes leaders from all others. These authors referred to the SMAC Model created by former CEO of Southwest Airlines, Howard Putnam, the letters of which stand for the following words: specific, methodical, and consistent. Putting all in perspective when identifying leaders, whether at work or in schools, they are people of action, conviction, passion, who follow a plan, who work the plan despite hiccups, and who stay the course based on the vision that positions people and companies to be better selves and organizations, much like Washington taking his men across the Delaware despite terrific odds. John Maxwell, in his insightful book, The 360-Degree Leader, noted that leadership is also a choice that one makes and not the place one sits. Leadership is not as much positional as influential and inspirational. In essence, Maxwell is challenging us to think influence and not position as leaders. And they are not limited by boundaries, for they see obstacles as opportunities, and they work organically, be it from the top or the bottom of organizations. They're also the people who gain the respect of the members of the organization. Leadership is about choice. Marcus Buckingham, considered to be the father of the personal and professional strength revolution, identified 4 key characteristics of great leaders. They focus on talent. They set expectations and define the right outcomes. They focus on strengths to motivate. And last, they focus on the right fit approach. Do we spend more time looking at weaknesses, or should we be looking at our strengths? Or those activities that make one feel very strong? And by looking at our strengths, we can embrace our perceived weaknesses and take action to make them our best strengths. Leaders demonstrate choice and hold a perspective on circumstances to stay focused on the vision while navigating the turbulent waters. I believe Peter Drucker was right when he asked about what the future may look like. And in return, he said, the only way to predict the future is to create it. And to do that, a leader needs to have perspective and the power of choice. Some of the questions to ponder today. Do we accept short-term failures to achieve long-term success? Do we spend more time focusing on our weaknesses and those of others? Or do we make a conscious choice to leverage our strengths and take respective actions to turn our weaknesses into strengths? Do we see leadership as a position where one sits, or a choice to influence? And last, do we have the ability to put all things in perspective, see situations for what they are without prejudice, to stop, reflect, and take action rather than allowing emotions to get the better of ourselves and cloud our judgment to act?